The war rages on, but I can't see a damn thing. Welcome back to more Advance Wars Dual Strike. Last time, a new nation joined the fight against Black Hole Balloon Moon. We got a returning CO in the form of Colin and his very stern sister. Today we're heading off to Mission 7, The Fog Rolls In, introducing a returning mechanic from the past Advance Wars games because you know that the Fog of War would be prevalent in this game because it's in all the other Advance Wars games, and you know how much I love Fog of War in this series.
Battlefield visibility, poor, situation, dangerous.
Adapt. Take advantage of these conditions and ambush the enemy. Tell me, Jugger, is the placement of the Black Crystal complete?
Crystal placement's incomplete. Bash running late.
I see. We must purchase time to make up for her tardiness. Return to the base, Jugger, and see to its defenses.
Order understood. Jugger rolling out.
The Allied forces are closing in on the heart of Black Hole's army. Is there truly a CO among them capable of achieving our downfall? Regardless, they must be extinguished before they grow too strong. If this Black Crystal Gamut succeeds, then these mere skirmishes will be meaningless. We will sweep across the continents and seize control of the entire planet. And yet, we need time. We must not lose our cool. Move out. Commander Jake, we're detecting a large number of metal objects in the region. Analyzing data... done. Sir, it's the Black Hole Army. Yeah, but how am I supposed to see anything through this fog of war? This looks sketchy. The enemy's gotta be out there planning an ambush. It's a good thing we decided to investigate this coastal route, isn't it? If we hadn't seen Black Hole here, we would have suffered a nasty surprise. No doubt, Rachel and the others are quite a bit ahead of us too. I'll give them a call, but we'd better smoke these guys before they get too big. I see what you're saying, and yet... What's up? It's this fog. To be honest, I don't deal with it particularly well. No worries, I can rock this myself. No, this is something I must overcome. Please, let me have the command. Sure, you're up to it. I don't want you to get owned. I think I can manage if you give me advice, Jake. That is, unless you don't want to. No, it's cool. I'm down with the whole self-improvement thing. I'll just hang out and give you a hand if you need it. Thanks, Jake. Let's go take care of business. You can only see stuff that is in the lighted area. It's the same deal with the enemy. Each unit has a search ability that tells you how far it can see. The recon may be weak sauce in a firefight, but its vision range is 5. To attack in Fog of War, you've got to figure out where the enemy is first. So, unless you use the recon to spot out the enemy, then attack with a stronger unit. I see how that is. You'll need more than superior firepower to win this here, right? Yep, you are so all over this. Oh, please. Say, I can't see into that forest above and to the left of the recon unit. Woods are different. You can't see into them unless you're next to them. If you don't spot the enemy and try to head into the wood where it's hiding, you'll get ambushed. I see, but doesn't that mean I can avoid the enemy by attacking enemy attacks by hiding in the woods too? Pretty much. And reefs are just like woods, you can't see into them without rolling right up next to them. Okay, I'll proceed with caution. Well, Christmas came early, folks. Our new CO Sasha. Colin's sister, normally ladylike, but becomes daring when she gets angry. Her hits are truffles, her misses pork rinds. Her units are... pretty unique. Being an heir to a vast fortune, she gets an additional 100 funds for allied bases, so kind of like Colin, she's all about making money. But that's where her and Colin's similarities end. Her CO ability, Market Crash. The more funds she has, the more she can decrease the enemy's power meter. And her Super CO ability, War Bonds. Each earns funds when she inflicts damage on a foe. The greater the damage, the more she earns. She's all about making money to buying expensive units, but honestly, her regular CO power is like 10 times better than her Super CO power. Essentially, what she can do, which is one of the most broken things in this game, is she can take away enemy CO powers and drain their power meters with just her CO ability. It's so ridiculously broken, especially when you see them getting closer using their Super CO power, because for the most part, they mainly just use their Super CO powers. The more money you have, the more it drains, and it's ridiculously broken, and I feel like if this game ever gets the reboot camp treatment, this is probably going to get flip-flopped with war bonds. That being said, we have a small army, and we got no reinforcements, so we gotta make do with what we have. We're gonna start off by moving our infantry up to the mountains over there. Infantry and mechanics can do a lot more than just capture stuff. They can hoof it to the top of mountains to scout out long distances. Have your infantry climb to that peak and check out how far it can see, which is what we will do. Move up here, and as you can see, there's an artillery hiding inside that forest. I think, yeah, they're just out range of the rockets. So what we'll do is we'll take our helicopters and we'll go ambush it from below. Not bad. And then we shall move our recon up here to engage and hopefully knock it down to at least one. Maybe get lucky and just take it out all together. Nice. Alright. Gonna move our mechs into here and then move them up to this mountain so we can get a little bit more of a view. And now we're just going to essentially just start moving our troops along the main road. I always find it funny that Sasha is like a very ladylike CO and whatnot, and I really do love her CO theme, but it feels too Christmassy, too holiday theme, which I get she's a Blue Moon CO and whatnot, but I always felt like since she doesn't have any abilities associated with like snow and whatnot, it just kind of felt a little out of place in terms of her music. I think it's just the Christmas bells that play during it. They are attacking? The arrogant fools haven't learned to respect their master. Even without a complete army, I accept their challenge. Class is now in session. Oh, you poor fool. You poor fool. You just signed that recon's death warrant. Ah, so close. Alright, so, if I remember right, I don't think Cole has any units that can counter the helicopters. Like, he's got a lot of artillery and whatnot. I think he's got a rocket unit hiding in one of these forests. But the biggest threat to the helicopters would be the tanks that are right here. So we're going to move our tanks in there and hopefully we're going to try to bait Cole into an attack. We're going to move you guys over there. Move this down here. And I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. We'll move the recons down here and hope he goes for the attack on the tanks, or not on the tanks, on the helicopters. Oh, working on the tanks also works in my favor as well. Sup, Sasha? You remember to watch out for the woods and reefs. I will. Thank you. I noticed that I can also see the areas where I have bases. I suppose that means I should capture as many properties as possible, right? Yes, I do believe I'm starting to get the hang of this. You're good to go already? You got fierce skills, Sasha. Rachel had to give me a special crash course in this stuff. It took ages. I'm sure that's because Rachel sees how much potential you have, Jake. And I can tell you're a good student. I think you two are a formidable pair. Yeah, think so. Rachel and I have both lost everything, even our families. I guess smacking down Black Hole is the only thing we got. Wanting the same thing has pulled us together. I have no business worrying about my own fears and weaknesses then, do I? You give me extra incentive to win this fight, Jake. An extra incentive to drop the hate on these tanks right here. And I think our tanks should be able to, yep, they'll be able to finish them off, no problem. And so far, not even suffered any damage to any of my units. Alright, so we're going to move the recon down here. We're going to have them hide in the forest. Move my anti-air right here. Move the helicopter right here. And then we'll start moving our infantry to take this city. Oh, only using your CO power? I guess he just wants that movement boost. I see you sneaking. And of course, he's just out of range, but probably gonna try and take that city. You know what? I'm not gonna let that. I'm not gonna allow it. No. No, you guys stay out there. Let's see. I'm gonna move you over here just to double check and see. Okay, it's not that forest. Okay, they got an APC right there. Not that forest either. I could have sworn one of these forests had a artillery hiding in sight. Oh, I think it might be this one now that... I hope I'm not right. I mean, we'll attack the APC. But I'm hoping I'm not right about there being artillery hiding inside that forest right there. Okay, I was not right. What was I thinking of then? No, we got a runner. Thought you could ambush me, huh? Well, guess what? I ambushed your ambush. Alright, guess we'll get our recon moving up here and we'll take out the last of his mech units. Or, no, not mech units, that was his infantry. Alright, we're gonna move our infantry up to this beach right here because hiding inside the reef over here is a lander, just to kind of show off how the reef is able to conceal naval units like force can conceal land units. Finish off that. We'll have... Okay, I can get the tanks up there. Okay, we'll have the tanks go up here. Finish off this mechs. And I think that's the last of Cole's units. There's the artillery I was thinking of, was guarding the base. He's probably going to try and engage my infantry right there. They're going to take a hit, but it shouldn't be anything too bad. I'm going to move my anti-air up into there, and we'll use that to help ambush the artillery that's hiding in there. Or they can just make a run like a coward, alright. I'll put you right here then. I guess Cole doesn't really want to engage my copters, seeing as how it doesn't... How much missiles do you have left? 3 missiles, alright. Doesn't really want to engage it because it's not the best against air units, but it doesn't really have much of a choice in this matter. Move you up into that city. Part of me wants to attack it, but the other part of me kind of wants to do this without taking any damage on my units, so... How much would he even take it out? Yeah, it would. And he wouldn't be attacking me from a road, so he wouldn't get the attack bonus, so yeah, sure, we'll take out the artillery. Knew that was gonna happen. Oh, no, 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 no. Where do you think you're running off to? You're going nowhere. I mean, okay, it is going somewhere because it will not stay away from hiding in a corner like a coward. Didn't even scratch the paint. Alright, things taken care of. We'll send our anti-air back to get repairs. And you know what? I don't even think we'll have to do it, because I don't really want to play this game of Rain Around the Rosie. We'll put our mechs up here so we can start taking the HQ. And why not? Because we don't really are going to have another chance to show it out during this mission, because Cole has no units other than that lander. I'll show you my true strength. And as you can see, a star and a half just went away, so that's the beauty of Sasha's ability. Deny your opponent the ability to use their CO powers. At this point, I think Cole's forces just accepted their fate, is what I would have said. Fine, what's gonna happen first? That lander dies or that HQ gets taken? Yeah, they just accepted their fate at this point. Brilliant! Mission accomplished. Dude, Sasha, you dropped that fool! It's all thanks to your good advice. Nah, it's all you. You should be all like, what's up now, black hole? Huh. I'll be sure to say that next time. That'll surprise them. Too bad that enemy CO pieced out. I want to know what he was up to. I get the feeling they were here to slow us down and buy some time. So you think this was a diversion? Part of some totally evil master plan? It's possible. Let's just get going and join them with the main army. Damn, could have been a little bit more reckless, but you know what? We still got the S rank regardless.